Hey everyone, this is VJose32 and this is 366 Days of Cards, day 98 I think. And today I'm going to be reviewing the Blades decks. And this is just an anticipation of the new Blades deck coming sometime this week, hopefully. And this is the first one, the white silver edition, and there's the white edition and the midnight edition, and the new one is the blood edition. The front of the box is the same in all of them. It says DeVoe on top. That's the guy who created them. He's a magician, European magician, I believe. On the bottom it says Blades, and then it says playing cards, and there's this blade symbol, and then you got this guy holding this dark figure holding a sword. Looks like he just won a battle or something. On this side it says DeVoe Blades, silver edition, white edition, and midnight edition. On the other side it says handle with care. It's kind of weird. This one says manufactured by United States Playing Card Company, Burlington, Kentucky, and this one says high performance finish. The tops says Blades, and the first one says Blades SC silver edition. On the bottom, trademark stuff. This one actually says artwork by Handlords, which is the website you can get them at, and they all have a barcode reveal of sorts. Says Blades first edition, white first edition, and midnight first edition, which kind of leads me to believe there might be more editions in these colors later on. And the back, you see the backs. Silver edition, white edition, midnight edition. These two are pretty much the same thing, just a different color, as you can see. Silver and white. And this one has white borders. This one actually has black borders. And this one is pretty much the same. It's a little bit more simplified. They got rid of the dark figure from here. They got rid of all the extra artwork that was on it. And it's a lot nicer, a lot cleaner, a lot more simplified. And it just kind of pops a little bit more, I think. Inside the box, this is the silver edition. There's the back design again. For those of you who haven't seen it before, it's pretty nice. It's got a Blades logo in the center of this star. You got all sorts of, you got more stars in the four corners, Blades everywhere. And I know I've reviewed this before, but for some reason I can't find a review. That's why I'm doing it again. And as you can see, the cards have a black border. And there is this one black blank card. Can be used as a blank card. It's an actually it's an ad card, as you can see. Blades, handlords.com. And then there is an actual blank card that's white. And then you get two jokers. It looks like this. And they're black, as opposed to the white faces of the cards, which is kind of strange. They both got that dark figure, and one of them, he's on his knees, I believe. I think he's on his knees. And the other one, it looks like he's ready to strike. He's got the blade extended. There's no reveals or anything like that. There is the Blades logo in the background as well. Pretty nice, kind of dark, mysterious. And they will work for tricks despite the fact that they're black and the cards are white. But they'll stand out just a little bit. The faces are standard bicycle faces with slightly different colors. As you can see, the colors are mostly black, white, and red on the red cards. And the black cards, and there's also a bit of a black border around the pips. You can't really tell though. These ones, same colors, your reds and your blacks and your whites, and there's actually a red border around the black pips, which is really cool. I like that. And they're all like that. The rest of the cards, the number cards, are standard, and the court cards are pretty much standard, but like I said, custom colors. The Ace of Spades looks like that. It's pretty nice. You got this big spade pip. You got this hand whipping through a spade with this dark creature in the background lurking. And it says Blades on the bottom. It's pretty nice. And that's basically what you get. The cards do have, black borders, which makes it hard to use for certain tricks, but they're still usable. It's no different than a B deck, a B deck, I should say. They spread nicely, as you can see. They fan nicely. They're good quality. They're Magic Fitness, I believe, and they're a nice, good stock. I definitely recommend picking up blades if you don't have any, because they're really nice. Although they are harder to find because they sell out pretty quick. That is that deck. I'll try to move through these quickly. The white edition, it's basically the same. There's a little star on the flap, which the other one didn't have. You did get this card that can be used as a blank card, which is actually an ad card, same as the other one, except white. You actually get a double backer in this one, which is nice. Back design is the same as the other one, except that it's white and black as opposed to silver and black. Faces are the same. Code cards are the same colors and everything, even the black cards with the red outline on the pips, which is always nice. Spade pip, the ace of spades, is the same, except it does not say blades on the bottom, which to me hurts it a little bit, in my opinion. It should say something on the ace of spades to make it kind of stand out a little bit, and it should say blades on there as far as I'm concerned, but it's not the end of the world. Jokers are the same, except that they're actually white this time. And it actually, you know, they're a little bit easier to see, I think, because of that. Could just be me. But they're identical to the other deck. And of course, there's the back design. Nice white borders. These ones are obviously much better for Magic because of that. And also because they have white borders, as opposed to the black borders, they're going to be more durable. The other one, the borders, in the silver edition, the borders are already starting to break a little bit. They're chipping a little bit, I should say. And that is just because they are black and not white. The cards, again, same finish and stock as the other ones. Oops, that wasn't a very good spread. They spread nicely, handle nicely, and again, nice edition. A nice deck of cards, and I recommend checking them out. And lastly, for now, the Midnight Edition. And this one again has a star on the flap. And again, you get this blank card, which is an ad card. You also get two aces. You get this one, which has a spade, pip, using the figure from the front of the box. You got that dark figure on there with the sword, and it says blades on the bottom, with the logo on the very bottom, with what looks like wings. It's pretty nice. And they do have black faces, these cards, as you can see. Spades and clubs have white pips, hearts and diamonds red pips. I'll go through. And I always like black cards. As you can see, the court cards have a lot of red and white and some black. They actually pop. They look pretty nice in the red and black. The red court cards actually have white borders around the pip, while the black court cards have red and white borders around the pips. And that looks pretty cool, I think. Really makes the pips kind of stand out. Here's some more. The Ace of Spades is the same as the other decks, except it actually says blades on the bottom with that logo underneath it. So it looks much better than the last one I showed you that didn't say anything on it at all. But other than that, it is the same. And like I said, you get this other one, which is kind of cool, kind of a gimmick. Jokers are identical to the one in the first deck because they're black, and you get two of them just like the other decks. They're identical to the ones in the first deck, except the back design is different, and the back design looks really nice. and much more simplified than the other ones. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the computer going to sleep on me. The back design is really nice, much more simplified than the other two decks. The new deck, the Blades Blood Edition, has the same back design basically, except that it's red colored, and it looks really nice, and I look forward to getting it. Again, these cards are nice for Magic. They handle great, good finish and stock. The only downside is it is a black card with black borders and black faces. That means there will be some chipping, so they're not as durable as the white edition or as the Bloods edition that's coming out, but they are pretty nice, and I definitely recommend getting Blades decks for your collection and for your use in card Magic. Ooh. And that is what I got for that. Also, DeVoe has another deck that's come out, the Pro Cardistry deck, which is kind of interesting, and I've also gotten that, and I will be reviewing it once I get it. You can see other reviews on it. It's very, very interesting, very colorful, very much a fanning deck, and very much an April Fool's Day joke of sorts, which I'm not too sure if I appreciate at the moment, but we'll see how I feel about it once I actually get the cards and handle them. Anyway, he does have another one coming out as well. It's the same as the Bloods edition, more or less, except it's called the Blood Metal edition, and apparently it has, from what I can recall and understand, it has gilded edges and a much nicer box with embossing and whatnot. And those ones are going to be very limited, and I may pick one up at the very least. Anyway, this is 366 Days of Cards once again. I apologize for that little glitch where the computer kind of went to sleep on me. And I'll see you next time. And I also apologize for the video being long. But hey, it's free deck reviews in one. Can't go wrong with that. Look forward to some reviews on the new Bloods edition sometime this week, hopefully, if I get that package. Alright, see you next time.